Fast cars are always good, but some fast cars are a complete death trap. Fasten your seatbelts because in this video we will talk about the most dangerous cars to drive. If you are ready, let's get started. Number 10. Dodge Viper. The Dodge Viper wasn't just a sports car, it was a wild animal with no leash. Packing an 8.4-liter V10 engine that pushed over 600 horsepower, the Viper delivered raw, untamed power straight to the rear wheels with no traction control in its early models. Combine that with a stiff suspension, a short wheelbase, and an unforgiving throttle, and you had a machine that punished mistakes mercilessly. Many drivers lost control in corners or during sudden acceleration, leading to fatal crashes. Its reputation became so notorious that insurance companies raised premiums just for owning one. Number 9. Regal Robin. The Reliant Robin might be one of the most unintentionally dangerous vehicles ever built. With its three-wheel layout, one up front and two at the back, this quirky British car was infamous for rolling over during simple maneuvers like turning a corner. It had a fiberglass body and a tiny engine, making it light but incredibly unstable. Top Gear famously demonstrated its deadly imbalance, flipping it repeatedly during test drives. While it wasn't built for speed, it was built with a complete disregard for modern safety standards. Countless minor crashes turned serious because of its tendency to tip. It's cute, sure, but that smile fades fast at 30 miles per hour. Number 8. Pontiac Fiero. The Pontiac Fiero promised a futuristic mid-engine layout for the masses in the 1980s, but instead it became a fiery headline maker. Early models had a defect in the engine's connecting rods that could puncture the oil pan, leaking oil onto hot surfaces and sparking intense engine fires. Over 260,000 Fieros were recalled due to this issue, and numerous fires were documented, some tragically fatal. While later models improved safety, the stigma never faded. The Fiero was supposed to be GM's affordable answer to European sports cars, but instead it turned into a cautionary tale of cost-cutting gone wrong. Beautiful to look at, but potentially deadly to drive. Number 7. Koenigsegg CCX. The Koenigsegg CCX was a Swedish hypercar masterpiece with one lethal flaw. Initially, it didn't have a rear spoiler. That meant all 800 plus horsepower went to the rear wheels with no help from downforce at high speeds. During a 2006 Top Gear test, the Stig famously lost control of the CCX on a corner and crashed violently. Koenigsegg quickly added a spoiler after that, but the damage to its reputation was done. With a 0 to 60 time of just 3.2 seconds and a top speed of over 240 miles per hour, the CCX demanded absolute respect. In the wrong hands, or even the right ones, it could turn deadly in the blink of an eye. Number 6. Porsche Carrera GT. The Porsche Carrera GT is often remembered as the car that took Paul Walker's life, and for good reason. It's not just fast, it's unforgiving. Powered by a 5.7-liter V10 derived from Porsche's Le Mans program, it churned out 605 horsepower and reached 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds. But here's the catch: no traction control, no stability management, and a carbon clutch that felt like a hair trigger. If you weren't a trained racing driver, it punished you quickly. Its power delivery was raw and sudden, and even seasoned pros found it intimidating. Over the years, multiple crashes and fatalities have been reported involving the Carrera GT. It wasn't just a supercar, it was a test of survival. Number 5. Toyota TS010. Born to dominate Le Mans, the Toyota TS010 was a prototype racer with deadly potential. It was designed for speed, no compromises, no safety nets. With a 3.5-liter V10 engine producing over 700 horsepower, the TS010 could scream past 200 miles per hour with terrifying ease. But its ground effect aerodynamics and minimal safety features made it a ticking time bomb during real-world testing. Several fatal crashes occurred in endurance racing, where drivers misjudged the extreme downforce or lost grip in high-speed corners. Unlike modern race cars, it offered little in the way of driver protection, and in an accident, it folded like paper. The TS010 was Toyota's glimpse into the future, and a brutal reminder of racing's cost. Number 4. TVR Speed 12. The TVR Speed 12 wasn't just dangerous. It was so dangerous that TVR themselves refused to sell it to the public. Under the hood was a 7.7-liter V12 capable of producing over 1,000 horsepower, paired with a lightweight chassis and zero electronic driver aids. No traction control, no ABS, no stability system, just raw power and chaos. The car was so violent and unpredictable that during testing, one engineer declared it too powerful for the the road. TVR scrapped the project after building just one street-legal version. It was beautiful, brutal, and insane, a car that wanted to race, but would happily end you if you got cocky behind the wheel. Number 3. Koenigsegg One. The Koenigsegg One is named for its astonishing power-to-weight ratio, 1 horsepower for every kilogram of weight. That's 1,360 horsepower in a 1,360 kilogram car. It was designed to break records, and it did, but it also terrified even experienced drivers. With a top speed of over 270 miles per hour and 0 to 60 times under 2.8 seconds, the One operated in a different dimension of speed. During a high-speed testing session at Nürburgring, one of the prototypes crashed at full speed. Miraculously, the driver survived, but the car was totaled. With such raw force, any mistake, any miscalculation could be fatal. The One wasn't just a car, it was a guided missile disguised as a supercar. Number 2. Lamborghini Diablo. The Lamborghini Diablo didn't just look like it came from hell, it drove like it did too. Introduced in the early 1990s as the successor to the Countach, the Diablo packed a massive 5.7-liter V12 engine with up to 492 horsepower in its earlier trims, and over 530 horsepower in later versions. Top speed, a bone-chilling 202 miles per hour. But it wasn't just the speed that made it dangerous, it was how it delivered it. Rear-wheel drive in early models made the Diablo notoriously tail-happy, especially under hard acceleration. Combine that with vague steering, heavy controls, and no electronic stability systems, and you had a car that demanded respect or else. Multiple accidents were reported involving inexperienced drivers who underestimated the Diablo's wild, unforgiving personality. It was exotic, it was brutal, and it was lethal. Number 1. Porsche 911 Turbo 930. The 930 generation Porsche 911 Turbo, produced from 1975 to 1989, was nicknamed the Widowmaker, and it earned that name. With a turbocharged 3.0-liter flat-six engine producing 256 horsepower, later upgraded to 300-plus horsepower, the 930 wasn't just fast, it was treacherous. It had massive turbo lag, meaning power came all at once, and usually when you least expected it. Mid-corner throttle, instant oversteer, lift off the gas too quickly, snap rotation. Its rear engine layout made the back end dangerously light and unpredictable at high speeds. Many drivers lost control under acceleration or in wet conditions. Numerous crashes and fatalities were linked to the 930 Turbo, especially in its early years. Porsche gradually refined the 911 over the decades, but the original Turbo remains one of the most dangerous and iconic cars ever made.